up, guys? Welcome to another video. So back working on the Corvette again. I got the rear differential in, that's complete. I do need to replace the oil pan, so I have the Texas Speed oil pan right there, and I also got some Speed Engineering, oh, camera's falling. I got some Speed Engineering long tube headers with the O2 extensions. I'm going to put a link in the description. A lot of people get the Texas Speed ones, but I wanted to go ahead and get the Speed Engineering ones. Saved me like about $80. Anyways, I haven't seen a YouTube video install of these Texas Speed, or not Texas Speed, Speed Engineering, sorry. Speed Engineering long tube headers yet. So what I'm going to do is try to do a quick install video and a startup. I'm probably going to have to film this video over quite a few days, but I'll try to piece everything together nicely so that way you guys can see the start to finish and any issues that I encounter with installing these Speed Engineering headers. But first things first, what I'm going to need to do, I'm obviously going to need to remove the hood again, and I need to drop the front cradle. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to speed through this process. I did get a new AC compressor. I'm going to do that while I'm at it, so that way I get all the front end work done in one clean, smooth whack. But anyways, I'm going to start removing things. I'm going to start with removing the air intake and, you know, just the front cradle. So I'm going to speed through that, and then I'll kind of try to jump to the actual header installation. And I believe removal, I think removal will be a prime key point in this video. So I will keep you guys updated as I start working. All right, so quick update on the front cradle drop. The front cradle is completely disconnected. I tried to drop it a second ago, but forgot that the motor mount bolts right there, nuts, actually motor mount nuts, if you can see that bolt that's hanging down, those are still connected, but as soon as I disconnected those, it is fully loose now, except for this power steering line. If you can see this line right here, there's actually, it's up there, it's hard to see, but it's one of those fuel line disconnects, and I can disconnect that because that's the only thing that's actually holding this in to drop the whole cradle down. But what was just noticed, the camera will not drop, there's enough room to do this oil pan job right here, and I can also remove the AC compressor. So actually I'm just going to leave it like this and not disconnect the power steering. Now if you are working on a lift and want to disconnect everything, then go ahead and disconnect that power steering line that's up there. It's hard to see, I'm trying to point at it right now. Disconnect that line with the fuel line disconnect tool and the whole front cradle will drop. So basically everything is done. There's only 4 bolts that are holding the whole front cradle in, plus the 2 motor mount bolts. Ended up supporting the front of the engine with a 15-pound weight and a jack. So this is a jack stand job. I do not have a lift, but this is the path forward that we're going to take, and I'm going to go ahead and proceed forward with dropping the oil pan and removing the AC compressor, because that's one of the jobs that I need to get done on this, and then start tackling the long tube headers, which I kind of want to do now because that's the fun part of the build. So I'm going to film whatever I can as I go, like I mentioned before, but this is where I'm at right now. And speak of the devil, look what just came in the mail. The new AC compressor. I'll actually put a link in the description for this. I don't think many people will need it though, but I'll put it there anyways. But new AC compressor showed up. That's going in the car. I can do that today actually, so that's nice. That's nice. Alright guys, so another update. I went ahead and just swapped out the AC compressor real quick, so that job is done. It was relatively easy. It was just 4 bolts and then 1 bolt holding the tensioner bracket in. So I replaced that. Ended up having to lower the motor a little bit with the jack stand to get one of the bolts out, but now that's all done. Now it's header time, so I'm going to go ahead and mock up the header, see if I can get it bolted down, and look at removing this H-pipe. So that's going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to have to cut something over there, but we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, so another update. I sawzawed and kind of grinded out the factory H-pipe that is on the wall over there. And I'm getting ready to install the passenger side long tube headers. All I ended up having to do is remove and kind of offset the alternator. I got the factory exhaust manifold out on that side, and there's a huge difference. Huge difference. I mean, of course they're long tubes, but just overall, this is going to make a huge improvement. I had to take a pause on the driver's side. I did rent the O2 sensor removal tool, but I still ended up marring up the little surface right here, so I pretty much just bought myself another O2 sensor. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that one out, but I did get the one on the passenger side out with relative ease. I guess whoever put that one in torqued it down extra tight, but I'm going to go ahead and thread this in there and get the passenger side, wait, no, excuse me, driver's side all mounted up. This is for the driver's side. It's not too bad, right? Alright, so quick update. Both of the headers exhaust manifolds are bolted up and torqued to 18 foot-pounds. Ended up replacing all of the coil packs and bolted up the front cradle. So now all that's left is bolting up the ABS module and getting the cooling system installed.
Guess I'm gonna start it up. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, it killed itself.
O2 sensor.
O2 sensor. Yeah, that's pretty deafening.
I'm gonna get tickets, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna get tickets. Your neighbor's gonna be bitching at you.
Eric probably thought it was cool.
Oh yeah. You hear from his pressure washer.
Mine's louder.
Dude, my nose burns.
Yeah, it smells like carbon monoxide and death. Alright guys, so here's another update for the long tube header install. As you can see, we are all bolted together. I'll get a flashlight so I can shine it down over there. 100% bolted up. Everything kind of just went together nicely. So, full bolt up kit. And I will start it up here in a second so I can get you guys a sound clip. Not too bad. I know I kind of jumped ahead a little bit, but here is the final result. Alright guys, I am back. So let me give a quick update of what happened since the last little clip, because I did end up having to take the car to a shop to get tuned. I took it to 747 Garage and they took care of me. But a quick side note, whenever I pulled into the shop, the car was running real rough. Wasn't firing right, and it was pointed out that one of the headers, well, one of the cylinders was actually discolored. So this was stainless, and the rest of them were starting to get that nice golden bluish break-in color. Well, they found a bent push rod, and luckily they were able to remove it. This could have been the end if it wasn't able to be removed, or if it was snapped. Would have done a lot of damage. I am going to pull the oil filter as a precautionary, but I think it's going to be okay. There's probably going to be some small particulates in there, but hopefully the magnet and the oil pan and the filter, you know, I hope it did its job. But right now the car is running. But now the car is completely tuned and is drivable. It drives amazing. So big shout out to 747 Garage. Thank you guys for dropping everything and helping me fix my broken car. Well, that was really cool. So right now what I am doing is I am pulling a vacuum on the AC system so I can finally have cold blowing AC in the vehicle again. And here in a moment I will start it up and give an exhaust clip of a true straight pipe C6 Corvette, and I'll end the video off with some racing footage at the very end. So stick around guys, there is racing footage at the end, or if people want to skip ahead to the end, go for it, I don't care. But that is crazy. That could have been really bad. It still is bad, but not really bad. This could have been worse. Another side note, fiberglass fender isn't holding up. I guess whenever I bolted up the rear subframe, for some reason this side is off a little bit more now, but carbon fiber wide body fenders are on the way, so that will be another video. Also bought an X5. So I've had it pulling vacuum. I already did a leak down test on it. I've had it pulling vacuum for about 30 minutes now. I think that's good enough because I don't have the adapter to screw the R134A can into the pump right here. I don't have that. I do have the recharge kit with the Schrader valve adapter and the screw-on part, so I can't purge it through the little sight glass, but I'm just going to purge it through this line with the screwdriver at the end and then charge the system. So without me talking anymore, I'm going to go ahead and set the camera up probably at the ass end of the car, and hopefully you guys can get a good exhaust clip.